Speaking of Sony,
Yep.
their $3.7 billion deal to acquire Bungie has been completed.
Oh, yeah.
And they're now fully into the PlayStation family.
Speaking of things not coming day and date to Game Pass or PlayStation Plus,
Yeah, right.
Bungie expansions. Guaranteed not. I still think like
Keep that in mind when you're listening to this episode later.
that I was right or wrong.
That you were right or wrong.
I always do.
Yeah.
When I'm listening to the old episodes, I'll be like, I'm right every single time. I've never had a wrong take. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, 3.7 is finally done. I don't know. Is 3.7 too much or too little for Bungie? I think it was more of a tech acquiration here than a IP.
I think it was probably on par.
Yeah.
It was probably a good purchase at 3.7.
Is it a good purchase?
I think so.
Okay.
I think Bungie's got the ability to do great things.
But I agree too, but like this would be the third time they've sort of done this. And like their history is like, let's be bought by Microsoft. And like, you know what? We don't want to work for you anymore. Unless you sell us to ourselves, we're going to all quit.
Yeah.
And then they sell to themselves. And it's like, oh, we don't want to work with a big publisher. Actually, let's sign a deal with Activision. We don't really want to work with Activision anymore. So let's get out of here. And now Sony's the next one in the line here. I don't know. But Sony did say they want to do more games as service.
Yeah.
And Destiny is more or less a games for service, except it's stuck behind a friggin' paywall of buying expansions.
Yes.
So,
but the good thing is that you don't have to, if you're not keen on playing like the latest one, you'll get it for free sooner or later.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, unless they delete it. But
yeah. I mean, that's just like, wow.
Yeah,
but
I
wow,
mean,
you have to subscribe to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of more like I mean, is there any game that operates like this where it's free to play except the newest content you have to buy? I don't really can't think of any game like that. No, me neither. It's a different. I don't really think it's good personally. I think it's fine. I mean, that's all. That's how they're making their money is by the expansions. But shouldn't they do it more like just cosmetics, like every other free to play game? I think that only works in a game like a battle royale or a battle game where there's a ton of people looking at your cosmetics. Because then it's more of a prestige thing. Whereas with Destiny, you don't have to be playing with anybody. Is Apex, is anyone looking at your skin when you're shooting them? No, you're only looking at your own skin. Yeah, I guess. But you're especially in a game like Apex, okay, a team, your teammates. Yeah. But you only, when you actually see an enemy, it's like, okay, we got 5 seconds here. Someone's dying. I'm not like, oh, damn, look, they're wearing that crazy skin. That's so cool. I think the only time I ever notice a skin, my skin, is when I have an heirloom out. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, this is dope. Yeah. And that's the only time. Yeah. I look at it and I'm like, cool, this is cool, but I don't notice it in game. Theory, your skin is for you in Apex, but you never see it. No. But Warframe, that's all just basically cosmetics. Yeah. That's totally free to play. And pay not to play. And pay not to play, exactly. But could they not do something like that with Bungie or Destiny? Well, there's no, crafting. Yeah, but they could add that in. But there is crafting, but it's not time-based crafting. Yeah. So they haven't really set it up for that. And if they add time-based crafting, people would be like, well, no. No, I know. But, couldn't they just put most of the cosmetics behind the paywall? And just make everything else free to play. And if you want to look like a baller or get that ballin' ass emote, you kind of have to do it anyways. You have to buy silver and fucking buy the packs anyways. Yeah. They're just kind of double dipping. They're doing a AAA release price plus all this bullshit microtransactions. Not all of the expansions are AAA release price. Wow. Okay. Only the big ones. The big ones. Yeah. But, I mean, that's kind of what they're going to now is a release schedule. I haven't seen their release schedule. I don't think they do those little miniature releases anymore. I think it's just the big stuff. I'm not sure though. Anyways, I don't like that. I guess Elder Scrolls Online is kind of like that. But you can own the main game. It's not free to play. And you can play anything for free except the newest expansions. And then eventually when the new one comes out, then you can play the old one. So. But that's like legitimately an MMO, where Destiny's not like a legitimate MMO.
No.
So, I don't know. It's just weird. Very weird way to do it.
Yes.
I think 3.7 is probably a little high. But what do I know?
I think it's good. I think that's pretty fair.
All right.
They've got a large catalog of guns.
Yeah, I was going to say, what catalog are you talking about? Don't they own like 2 games?
Yes, exactly.
They got Destiny and Marathon?
Marathon?
I think they own Marathon. Unless they left that behind with Microsoft.
Who knows?
But what do they have besides Destiny?
Halo.
No, they don't have Halo.
Not anymore.
No, they don't have Halo. Microsoft owns that.
Yes, they sure do.
343 doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing I think Destiny and Marathon.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know any other Bungie games except for Destiny and Halo.
Yeah. I think it's a tech purchase for sure.
Could be.
I don't think the IP is worth 3.7 billion. I don't even think it's worth 0.7 billion.
No, it's probably the people. People are worth 3.7 billion.
I think it's the tech.
I think Bungie, I think your people are worth big money.
Wow, are you trying to get a job there?
No. I was trying to boost their morale, you know?
Oh, their morale's low after they got sold for 3.7 billion?
Maybe.
That was one of the things with the deal, is that some of the people working there were like, there's big bonuses to stick around, except they're like spread over 3 years. So they feel like they have the golden handcuffs where they have to stay if they want to get the big bucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go.
That's the way they set these deals up, just to keep you in there. Be like, you get 1,000 bonus this year, 2,000 next year, but if you stay 3 years, $10,000. I mean, it's not going to be like that. It'll be more money than that generally.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It'll be millions.
Yeah. Well, depending on the person.
Yes. For me, millions.
Oh, for sure. Hundreds 100%. Of millions, man, for sure. Absolutely.